Just forget about him. Nalimutan mo na eh, medyo wala kasing bilang eh.
Pretty cool, but throw too much.
Eugene, well, his job is only charge for us.
Yung Baratron.
You just have to charge.
You're charging him, ah?
Ba't naman mabigat yan? Dati kong mabigat. Wala kang asahan dyan, pag si Eugene.
Okay naman.
Wala siyang ginagawa eh.
Hindi naman ako nag-feed.
Hindi ko alam paano siya nababawag ni Bianca.
Parang charge lang siya ng charge, nag-BBKB siya sa wala.
Nag-choke si Eugene.
I saw already. I don't think I can find him out.
Apat na pa natin kaya magsusunod.
Yung BKB.
Hindi ko alam kung bakit ganun.
Ang initiator yung role niya, laging huling pumapasok. Pag nag-smoke kami, dapat charge una. Kailangan tumawa pa, charge. Tapos may nakikita isang kalaban, nagbibigay agad, walang kamay-kamay sa katawan. Sabi niya, hindi siya nag-fit. Eh, Diyos ko po, hindi ko na lang sasabihin. Pero katapat niya, babae, hindi niya mabaog. Ewan ko na lang ha.
It's very annoying. I don't know why everyone he don't want to trust and but just me all the time.
Kasi yung inaasahan namin mag-charge lagi sa mid, mag-charge lagi sa top, mag-charge lagi sa mga clash, walang dumarating. Kasi yun yung pang-boss namin eh, yung charge eh. Hindi mo naman kailangang rektahin na mag-charge eh. Kasi pag nakita ng kalaban na nag-charge ka, mag-back roll. Kasi pag nag-back, huminto ka. Pag nag-back siya, hindi makaka-farm na yung katapat na ano.
I don't know. I know Mushi was feeling had like no shoe at 7 minutes or something.
Even 8 minutes I have no shoes because of him.
Siguro kay Eugene,
Bigat ng kampi ko.
mag-overwatch ka na lang.
Wala namang plano eh. Tingin ko pa lang ng una, mas may patutunguhan yung pick ng kalaban kaysa sa amin.
Ang plano talaga namin is patayin ng patayin si Genji. Yun ang sabi niyo.
Just charge Kenchi, I kill Kenchi.
Okay.
You charge Kenchi, you finger Kenchi.
Kailangan ma-18 deaths siya para maganda yung trash talk na yun. Kaso,
Game plan is just kill Kenji and just kill all the way. We don't care about winning, maybe, but actually, I really want to win.
Our gameplay is follow Rona. We have to just kill the Kenji as much as we can.
Yan, pabutin siya ng 18 deaths.
At least he died more than Rona. It's our plan already.
Okay naman, chillax lang. Ang mission namin, pabuti ng 18 deaths si Kenchi. 12 lang naabot namin.
Parang patayin lang yung plano namin.
Kaya kami natalo.
yung Fnatic na dalawa,
Nice.
Can we go? Just go. Full game, very messy.
As a hard supporter, I don't think I can do so much.
yeah, fast.
It's here.
Call me. Marami kasing mali yung mga kuman-kuman niya. I have no choice. You should know that.
I will die,
Okay, I'll go back. Okay. Back down. Nainis na ako. Ginawa ko na.
No. Seriously, you have to go back. You go back. No choice. If we don't throw so much, I think we should take down the game already. Easy game for us.
Yung pag-go ko, naubos niya eh. Nakasabi ko sa kanya, nakinig na lang siya sa akin. Ayo, see, I told you, just go. Okay, isip to me na, okay? Yung mid one,
Our planning works out.
yun din na, syempre, kaya mo. Yung likod ko medyo sumakit. Kasi apat yung binubuhat ko eh. Medyo mabigat yun pag apat ang binubuhat mo. Pero talagang, sabi niya, di mo kakayanin ng 5. Eh siyang pa yung kalaban ko.
Mga compare okay naman. Kasi naman sila. Nice with that okay naman kasi okay, wala naman kami. Yung early game lamang kami, pero siguro yung medyo mid game, hindi namin na-execute ng tama yung ano yung strategy na meron kami or yung pag-push. So kaya nakatakot. Kasi eventually nakapush sila.
Tagal ko na hindi naglalaro, masaya pa rin talaga mag-Dota from time to time. Nakita ko nga yung akala ko niya last lagi in January 25. Yun yata yung nag-match kami din dito sa ano, pero once lang. And before that, I think 6 months pa yung previous game ko. Well, ibang note eh.
But our teammates still carried us, so they all should be commended.
Oh, it's a very fun game. Let's play again.
See you the next Saki tonight.
And anyway, actually it's a good pro tip eh. Huwag ka muna kumuha ng sig kapag di mo pa kailangan. Pero yung decide sabi niya, level 3 na ako, 3 years old na ako, pwede na ako mag-vision sa sarili ko lubog. At Mamin, dang mula to, pinax out. Hindi pa, wala lang, patuka-tuka na. Pero Mamin, I think they are being confused right now, pero hindi. Kasi ano sila eh, kumbaga sino ba dapat nilang atakin? Pero kayo sila still chasing, wala na siya ditong flame guard. Dapana, would it so off? Nako, kaya ba nito ni Gabi? Isa pa, naku, pumulang out! Si Kuya Di po, Observer Lords. Alam mo, binigyan siya ng matinding trabaho. Oh, kasi pang TI...
Caliber.
Oh,
TI Caliber.
TI Caliber na tayo. Pero may pana! Nice setup mga kaibigan! Si 290 getting schooled! False promise! Meron pangako at ito na napako. Let's see if it would be enough. Oh, kulang ang damage. Mayapas ito. Might pay the price. And he's gonna be hit by the unforgiving dragon of White Price. 290 lintik lang daw ang walang ganti. Tumpik-tumpik, abet mga abet, tumula na. Oops, ninja moves na lang, pero KY will be here. Joke lang. He needs to run away. He has no BKB. He can be pursued. 290 would just be TPing out to safety. Samantala sa may gitna, Gabi would be killing net. So no more Oracle. Free reign dito ang Execration. Gabi, nahuli dito. May ages siya, so wala siyang pakialam. Not popping the BKB. He's waiting for the right moment. Mega kill para kay Abed. Ito na ang panahon para sumugan ng Execration. Nahuli nila ang Blue Eyes. Pinapayan na nila si Kaiba. 290 is dead. A double kill for Abed. And it's time to catch HY. Hinayang. KYC nahuli. Shanice, sinubukan iligtas ang kanyang mga katoto. Nalagyan siya ng battle hunger. He cannot away. Pero dito si DDZ nagmintis ang kanyang stun mga kaibigan. Meron ba siya dito paputok? Ayan naman sila kasi ubusin natin ang mana mo. Ubusin natin ang mana mo. Shanice with that busting finale kill. Double kill at he can escape. Oh my goodness, nakapag-stun pa. Puputok. Double kill pula kay DDZ. Inubos pa sila. Si Shanice Pempenko at saka si Dragon Ball Z. Wala siya sa Thailand. Pero start mo lang. Oh, pero sabay balik mga kaibigan. X-Rex na spot combo. May barko. Black M would not be hit with that one. Pero to call para kay Jaco. Naku, nahuli siya. Let's see. Naka-BKB pero false promise. And then instantly using the Omni Slicer. Oh my goodness. Epic center. Shanice Pempenko. Stone Cold Star sa dalawa. Stone Cold Star. Stone Cold. Oh my goodness. Tatlo patay at ang tanging survivor sila Kels at saka si TNT.
By signature trust.
So lahat ng Pinoy
It's a late game Medusa and all that. It was a very tightly contested match, but they got the win. They will survive to compete in the lower bracket tomorrow.
It's still lower brackets though, so the journey is not over. They need to win all of their lower bracket games if they hope to make it to the finals.
And it's going to be tough. We'll see them shake hands here. Both teams very respectful in defeat and victory.
That was definitely the fight to the death right here in the lower brackets. It means so much to both teams. That was kind of the kind of intense fight you actually see coming up from both sides. It actually extended to 50 minutes, 53 minutes into end.
Yeah, and after some of the earlier games where we saw some very quick one-sided victories, it's kind of nice to see a closer game to round things off here, and a successful Medusa game. So I think it still feels like Tangerine are going to have their work cut out for them. We talked about Sick Trust, how they're probably going to struggle tomorrow as well unless they can really kind of up their level of play. I think it's a similar story with Tangerine.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the case as well. Tangerine, I would say, they are definitely not the favorites of the tournament, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people not quite there, I think. They might surprise us tomorrow. Who knows, a good night's sleep could solve the problem, but after what we've seen today, I'll definitely say it's going to be a shaky road.
And they'll be...
welcome to the Southeast Asian Championship by MPGL for the Cellular Cyber Games. Make some noise! It's day 2. We're very, very excited. Very, very excited. To those watching, it's because we have Dota here and we have League on the other side, so it's like a healthy competition. Isn't it a healthy competition? Is it even a competition? Okay, it's healthy though, but it's healthy. It's healthy. But welcome. We're very happy. It's day 2. Lots of hype. Very, very exciting, and I know that people are feeling our first match for the day. Those that came for those watching on minority excited for this match, we have Execration versus Fnatic. Are you hyped for that? Newly formed team, of course. First time together as a team. Oh, the drama! I spoke to DJ. Are you feeling excited? Yes. We're gonna start. I'm gonna start it. Right, Eric? Right? Right. Yes. Okay. It's gonna be a lot of fun. But before everything, we're gonna, of course, thank our sponsors really quick. Of course, we'd have to thank them for putting this together. We'd like to thank Selangor. Thank you so much. Presented by Predator and NVIDIA GeForce. Official gaming gear, Steel Series. High-speed internet provider, Time Internet. Our official broadcasters, we have, of course, EGG Network and Twitch TV. Gold sponsors, Gigabyte and Intel. Silver sponsors, eCity Hotel, Mineski Infinity, eClub, and eDollar. Supported by Majlis Daerah Sumangjaya. Thank you. Tourism Selangor. We'd also like to thank our organizers, Majlis Sugan, Negeri Selangor. Thank you. Mineski Events Team, Big Machines. We'd also like to thank Jawatan Kuasa, Tetap Pambangunan. Thank you. We'd like to thank Generasi Muda and Suga. We'd like to thank Kabudayaan dan Pambangunan. Thank you very much. We'd also like to thank Kausahawan Negeri Selangor. Thank you to our team. Getting it done. Getting that Malaysian done. We're brothers now. We can't change it. That's how it is. By doing it that way. All right. Are you ready for our first match? Let's get this started. We have Execration versus Fnatic. Let's meet our first team. We have Execration! Making their way to the stage. Come on, come closer to this side in a bit. There you go. That's good, that's good, that's good. Okay. Their opponents. We're gonna be seeing them for the first time post-TI in action. The new team, the new breed, we have Fnatic! it for Fnatic! For our first match today, Ohio. How do you feel? This means how do you feel? Really cool. I'm gonna kick Kimo's ass. You're gonna what? I'm gonna kick Kimo's ass. I'm gonna kick Kimo's ass! Oh! Ohio! Starting with some hostility! Kimo, he's gonna kick your ass. What do you have to say about that? Better if he kiss my ass. Much better that you kiss his ass! I don't know, I'm confused.
I hope I can kiss it.
You hope you can kiss it? Look, Mushi, my man. I know that everything ended and separated in good terms, right? But how does it feel? Ex-teammate DJ's over at the other side. How do you feel? What's the emotion that's going through your heart and mind?
I'm sorry to DJ, but we're gonna take this one.
We're gonna take this one from Mushi. DJ. Mushi said they're gonna take this one. What do you have to say to your ex-captain? We'll see. But it's so much more. He said, we'll see. No, you're not. That's what he was saying. That was it. Okay, I'm gonna chat with Demon really quick. Demon, welcome to Malaysia. Make some noise for Demon. Going against Execration, Fnatic, new team. What do you have to say? What do we have to expect with this? What are we gonna see? And what do you want Execration to know?
We just wanna see who's gonna be right, who's gonna be left.
We're gonna see who's gonna be right and who's gonna be left. You're at the right of me right now. Do you wanna be left? Do you wanna be right? He doesn't know. But Demon, good luck to you. I'll bet. Any final words? Good luck and have fun. So bloody between these two. I cannot wait. Make some noise for Execration versus Fnatic. Teams are now gonna shake hands. Good luck. Look at the blood between these two. Look at that. Eyes of assassins, warriors, about to battle it out. Some might lose an arm. Execration versus Fnatic. Good luck. We're gonna be throwing it up to our panel now. We have, of course, Shiver, Lava, and OD Pixel. Take away, guys. Here we go.
Thank you so much, Airy. It looks like we are gonna have a massacre on our hands with all the bloodshed that's gonna happen there. OD Pixel, Flavor, welcome back.
Thank you.
Exciting match to start the
Very
day.
exciting. It's a good way to start off the day 2 of MPGL Season 8 right here. Fnatic versus Execration. We're going to get first-hand experience to actually see the kind of playstyles that Fnatic is going to bring for today's match itself. Post-TI draft, post-TI rosters themselves. And we don't even know what kind of roles that they're going to be bringing up to the front, whether Mushi's going to be playing mid, carry, or anything else like that.
Absolutely, yeah. It's going to be very exciting to see. And it's also going to be interesting to see, obviously, the interaction with the fact that DJ, now in Execration, you know, he's going to know, you know, he's going to be being in the mind of Mushi, but at the same time, they're going to have Jimmy on Fnatic as well. So they've got that kind of second leader, that second captain. It's going to be very interesting to see how this team works with both Mushi and Demon being on the same lineup, who they're going to respect, who's going to be kind of taking the control in terms of drafting. Are we going to see more of a TNC style draft or more of a Fnatic style draft come through? Because obviously with AU and Raven, it's majority TNC from what we saw at TI. Back on the side of Execration, you know, how are they going to react to that? Arbed, so far, yesterday, Execration obviously coming into today, already playing 2 games on LAN. This is Fnatic's first day here, coming straight into the upper seed of the upper bracket. And Arbed yesterday, for me, he was the standout player. You know, this kid, absolutely insane. I believe in the second game, he didn't die at all. He had an insane Morphling game. The game before, we saw him on the Timbersaw. This, I don't know how you ban against Arbed. Are we going to see the Meepo come through? That's always the question we ask. We're now in best of 3s. It's not a best of 1. Maybe Fnatic leave it in one draft.
But the thing about Abed is like knowing that he's actually very good with this kind of heroes, you always see the opponent teams will actually have him on first ban Meepos right there. You can't expect to actually ban every single hero that he actually has, but Meepo will be a priority right there, despite him going to be taking Super Sword, any kind of hero coming out. Now, something to highlight is that this is their first encounter together, Execration with Fnatic, after TI6C regional qualifiers, and that was a long time ago when Fnatic actually took the win in the best of 5, 3-1. So hopefully we'll just see. Knowing it's a best of 3, past results means nothing right now. All of it is going to be put down on the table, and we'll just see who's going to come on top.
Yeah, definitely. I was also yesterday pleasantly surprised with Gabi, by the way. Just someone pointed out he's definitely one to watch. Here we see Fnatic. First time we see their profile. Great team fight execution. We know that versatile cores. We have Mushi and Raven. Both are known to play and mid and a greedy core, depending on which heroes we are going to see from them. Yesterday, when we saw Execration play against Power Gaming, the tempo was set way high. There were kills from minute 0. We had a smoke gank very early on already, and Execration loves to do that. How is Fnatic going to play with that? Because is Fnatic also going to be going for that high tempo game, you think?
I'm not sure for myself, because knowing it's a new team itself, like the thing about teams like this is that DG might be on the other side. He might be very well experienced with having 4 teammates before, but then taking 2 of those out, now you're playing against 3 TNT versus 2 Fnatic. I don't think that you should just start fresh and try to think of this as a new team and try to do the best on your part and not try to predict what the enemy's going to come out with and play it safe right there. As much as it's the best of 3.
What do you expect for this series?
I mean, I think straight off the bat, just because of how much we know about how well these teams are going to perform in terms of the fact that we don't really know too much about Fnatic as this current roster, because they're yet to play, obviously, on a LAN performance. Execration, we do know how they're going because we've seen them twice yesterday. You could argue that obviously today Fnatic is definitely going to be the more of a test for Execration than the games they were involved in yesterday. So this is going to be Execration's real testing ground. We saw yesterday Execration, they started off the day a little bit kind of loose. It didn't look like everything was pulled together, but by the end of the day, the second series where they managed to secure their position to move up to here, they stepped it up. And today they've got to step it up again, but going from what we've seen of Execration, they definitely have a chance to take this series. I think it's going to be very close. I think we're definitely going to be seeing 3 games.
Yeah, we are going to take a small step back. Obviously, we have a very hype match on our hand very soon, but we have a potential of 10 games today, as we have 2 best of 3 series. So we can take a look at the brackets and see what games we have in store for you guys today, because not only is Fnatic going to face Execration, we are also going to see another best of 3 with MVP facing Mineski. That is also in the upper bracket of the tournament. Power Gaming versus Tangerine and Warrior Gaming Unity versus Singular Trust are 2 best of 1s in the lower bracket that will happen after that. And then 2 more matches where we see the losers of the first 2 games today. So if you lose here in the best of 3s in the upper bracket, you go to the best of 1s in the lower bracket.
And you got to play again today.
And you got to play again today as the last match of the day. So it will be a very long day for you if you end up losing.
So the whole idea is not to actually drop out into the losers bracket at all.
The whole idea is to win games today.
Win games. Isn't it the whole idea of the whole tournament itself in any kind of way?
That is also very true. Yes, it is a good rule to go by. And here's the upper bracket, as we will have the rest of the games tomorrow as the ones that are left over there. But Fnatic Execration and MVP Phoenix, or MVP versus Mineski.
Keen, yeah. Something good about the upper bracket is you're looking at 2 Philippine teams, 2 full Philippine teams. You call them, 2 full Philippine teams in the upper brackets, and we have a combination in South Asia Powerhouse, Fnatic, and then combination down there we have MVP Keen.
Yeah, what match are you looking forward to most? Is it this first one, or are you more of the matches where people are going to go home? There's more on the line in best of 1s and in lower bracket after all.
I think all of them should be interesting right there. We're going to be seeing MVP after this, going up against Mineski, and we're going to be also losing at, of course, it's always great to actually see lower bracket matches, despite it being best of 1s, but it's a very critical match, because yesterday we saw a very heated match we had in between Tangerine, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Tangerine versus with
Ehome King.
Yeah, Ehome King. Yeah, so it was a very scary game, I would say.
Yeah. There was you could tell that was an elimination match. There was so much pressure on that game. Both teams kind of, well, slightly worried that they were gonna go home, and unfortunately for Ehome King, that was the case. We also lost White Frights Gaming yesterday, as we have here Fnatic's roster. Pre-shuffle, post-shuffle, they are a team that has already set their roster. For example, you mentioned MVP, they actually have not yet locked their roster still. So this is more of a testing ground for them to see if they want to continue with their roster. While Fnatic, they already said, we're going to go forward with this group. How much pressure is there on this tournament?
I think it's quite a lot, but by the looks of it, Ohio is really confident with whatever they have, despite it having a short term of having trainings with each other. We don't know behind the scenes how long they've actually been with each other practicing, maybe before this together or anything like that. Probably during TI, they already had plans together, they didn't want to form a team together. But the interesting part is Fnatic dispersing from 5 teammates into 2 of them left. Mid one went to Secret, and then we have 343, Unknown, and we have one more, who else we have? DJ, of course, is on the other side. Yeah, so DJ went to the other side, the dark side, is that?
The dark side?
The dark side.
Don't let Airy hear you, because I believe he has Execration down to win the whole thing.
I forgot Airy existed in this, yeah.
Yeah, this is pre and post shuffle for Execration. They also changed their shirts.
So that's an upgrade?
Or no, maybe it's the same. There's more color on the new one. I like it.
I think that was a black and white version in pre-shuffle. I don't know.
Yeah, with a bit of blue on the new one.
I think that one, I just added the country's logo. Yeah, that's a flag.
Yeah.
Philippines. Yeah. So it's a full 5-man Philippine team, 4-team.
Which
always has been.
And I think that's one of the reasons we feel that DJ did move to, because he wanted to play back with a Philippine team, go back to kind of his home ground. And it's obviously, as we've seen it, it's been working out for him so far, and this is going to be the real test. You know, a lot of people felt DJ moving from Fnatic, a team that, you know, finished top 4 at TI, to Execration. At the time, it was seen as, you know, you're essentially moving from a tier 1 team to a team that hasn't really proven themselves to be at a tier 1 level. But now there's this chance for him to show everyone that this was the right move, and Execration have got what it takes to take down Fnatic.
Do you think it's a surprise that they're in the winner's bracket here, or were you expecting that all along?
I really thought, from what we saw in the TI6 wildcard and the fact that they have got this shining star of Arbet, that Execration, in my mind, were always going to be a team that would do well. And as I said, going into this matchup is why I look at them as a team that they can take down this current roster of Fnatic. Because Fnatic is still, because it's so new, you know, Fnatic is a question of whether Fnatic have properly gelled together with Jimmy, you know, Demon, AU, and Raven.
Yeah, but we can't say that they're not actually a tier 1 team. Not exactly a tier 1 team, but then they're closely there. They did exceptionally well during the wildcards in TI, but even before that, the C regionals, they gave a really hard time for Fnatic for them to actually move forward, to actually be part of TI6. Execration could have took that opportunity to actually pick up Fnatic for entering TI and not even end up top 4. So for the matter itself. Yeah, and Execration has always been one of the top teams in Philippines and South Asia as well. They've proven themselves so many times. They're very famous themselves. They're head-to-head with Mineski, 2 top teams, and that's how you see both of the teams being the upper brackets in MPGL.
Yeah, would you not also add Warrior Gaming Unity to that? Maybe a more stable team, if you will, in terms of results?
I think they have, we would declare them to be one of the top teams in South Asia right now. They've been, I wouldn't say like they're not as famous or anything like that, like Fnatic or anybody else, but in terms of performance, in terms of drafting styles, play styles, they've been very, very consistent themselves.
Yeah.
They've been sticking to each other, so they haven't been displacing themselves, trading players so much, as much as other teams. So that's something, I would say is a good thing, I'm saying.
That's a good thing, okay. So looking closer to the match upcoming, Execration versus Fnatic, we already said Execration, we're expecting maybe a high tempo game, and for Fnatic, you know, they have a blank sheet, they can do whatever. We did see though, when Jimmy was with TNC, we saw some unorthodox picks and bans coming out. How much influence do you think Jimmy will have on the draft?
I think because he's obviously come over to Fnatic with AU and Raven from TNC, that, you know, it's majority players that he has played with before. So I think he's going to have a high part. Obviously, Mushi is a very strong and driven captain, and so you can imagine that Mushi is going to have his own ideas. Maybe, you know, part of the move was because Jimmy wanted to start playing the stars, and, you know, the Mushi was playing, the way that Mushi was liking to drive the team of Fnatic back during TI. So it's going to be very interesting to see where the influences come from, you know, Fnatic and TNC. I mean, looking back at both of the teams, they're not really the most different anyway in terms of the way that they played. So there's definitely a crossover. It's just going to be interesting to see where the lines met between, you know, the backgrounds of the Fnatic players and the TNC players.
What do you think is the highest contested heroes for the matchup?
I mean, are we Winter obviously was saying all about the drought.
Yeah.
The drought ranger.
He was all about that.
It's going to be interesting to see how that does come into this matchup. I mean, it definitely seems, I mean, from the SEA region that the heroes are like, it's like axes, shadow demons, lunas,
The usual kind of things that I see from time to time. It's very easy to predict, right? But then of course you depend on everything, and you might expect some of these heroes to come out in the draft after this. Coming up in between, we're talking about Fnatic, right? When you have two drafters from before, we have Mushi drafting out from Fnatic before, and then we have from TNC before this, we have Demon, right? This contributes to diversity of heroes being drafted out, and that makes it a really, really good thing for tournaments like this. So you don't know what to expect. Execration is going to have a hard time to actually predict the kind of draft is going to come there. Two drafters in one team, but of course one is going to have the better save than the other. And probably we'll be seeing some really good draft coming on from Team Fnatic this summer, right?
Yeah, both teams very well known, very familiar with each other. So, what do you think? Who's gonna take it? Like, without even looking at the draft.
Without even looking at that's tough. For me, I would want to call it even before the draft actually happens. Expecting a surprise coming up from Fnatic, hopefully.
Okay, well the draft is starting. I already see a Meepo ban. Fnatic versus Execration.
That was
definitely a blockbuster.
Yeah, this should be like TI6 reincarnation.
Yeah, this is a top level game.
Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, we already yesterday, day one was incredibly exciting here at the Selangor Cyber Games, but day two, you know, adding Fnatic and MVP into the mix, it's only going to get better. And this first game, Fnatic versus Execration draft underway. As indeed, we did just get a glimpse of the Meepo ban. You've just got to do it. I mean, we talked about it yesterday, teams banning it out against Albed in a best of one. I mean, we said maybe in a best of three they'll let it through, but no risk.
I think you'd only let it through if you were already one game up.
Yes. Yeah.
That gives you a little bit of an extra option. Hey, we have an Ogre ban. That means Kimo gets to play something different. He played Ogre in both games yesterday.
Yeah, so we're both seeing the same thing again this time about. I think Fnatic can expect that they were actually watching the match actually come out, so essentially what we're going to cancel our Kimo's here on this one. Bat Riders off as well. We're seeing a lot of that in day one yesterday.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah. Every time
I want to say pretty much in every game it was picked up.
It's always first pick. Yeah, first pick.
Elder, now that is a hero that it seems that in this region in SEA, not a lot of teams are, is it that they're not comfortable with? Because yesterday, compared to like if I was in an international LAN or somewhere else, I would expect to see Elder Titan, first pick, first ban, but here, not all the teams like to do it, but Fnatic, they still
This was brought in the EDU where kind of talk with Winter with the C regionals that Elder Titan is actually one of the top heroes in this meta, but it's not being used up so much. It was actually picked up a few times during regional qualifiers themselves. I wouldn't say it's the top number one. Drows, of course, people actually notice that, but Elder Titan is somewhere around that top 5 heroes in this current meta right now. But people just are not willing to actually try him out.
Shadow Demon first pickup. I mean, also that's not a surprise compared to what we saw yesterday. We saw Luna paired up with that. We saw Drow paired up with that.
Kunkka, of course, as well, another hero that they could throw into the mix, but this is...
A hero that I'm missing, though, that we saw a lot yesterday, was Axe. We saw first pick.
Axe was being banned first ban yesterday.
So in terms of flavor of the tournament, we'll see when he makes his appearance.
This is something, it's already good enough to actually see an Elder Titan being picked up on this game. At least a little something different we actually say. Mirana is always a second pick or first pick worthy in any kind of draft, be in any kind of situation as well. Secret Errors, base cells, and now with having Arc Nymphs, and if you can actually jump in nicely, you can actually deal a double stop walls. Eventually it didn't work out so in some of the games yesterday, but hopefully it will turn out for this time for Team Execration.
Yeah, it's such a strong combo with the Shadow Demon. And it also makes the game a little bit harder for the Elder Titan to play. You know, Elder Titan, when he's looking to set up for those stomps, he's got to be very careful. You know, he's a target sitting in position there. He's got to watch out for Mirana's positioning, make sure he doesn't get caught off guard from an arrow. But at the same time, the Elder Titan's great against an ST. You know, you can use defensive disruptions against Execration. You know, Shadow Demon goes in to save someone, Elder Titan just lays down the spirit, gets ready to time the stomp, and suddenly your team is setting up for your own demise. Slardar being picked up as well, and yeah, this combination of natural order and the amplified damage is going to be minus a bazillion armor, effectively. Yeah, it's going to be ridiculous how if Fnatic get the ball rolling, start to get ahead, they will literally be able to crush some of the heroes on Execration.
This looks like.
Well, what do you know? It's
Radiant
team ban time.
Two games like this, having Slaughter right there, really good having the amplifier damage, and that one coming. Really easy to actually.
Oh, dire team ban!
Come from Elder Titan as well, should be more or less easy right here. But of course, already highlighted having Shadow Demon to saving our heroes. So rather than going off
Radiant team ban!
Mice right there.
Oh man, Rick, there's only 10 seconds left to pick a hero! 5 seconds, Morty. It'll be fine. Reserve time!
Because he's a stand-in, you know, there was a little bit of lack of communication, some mistakes. But other than that, in the second game, he managed to step it up. And BYB is proving to be a very formidable stand-in for Execration, and I don't think you could consider it a weakness. Maybe yesterday at the start, as you pointed out, there was definitely lacking, you know, plays being made. But here, back on the Mirana, we know how well he can play it in lane. If he gets the right matchup, it's going to be very hard for Fnatic to deal with that in the lane with just a 1v1 situation. He seems to be a very
dire team ban.
In terms of getting the right matchup, Fnatic has picked two heroes that are run in several plays.
Radiant team pick!
How do you think they're going to deal, how do you think they're going to lane that, actually?
I mean, imagine it'd be what, solo lane Slaughter and just support Elder Titan this game?
No, we're not sure. I think it's still a possibility of Slaughter being...
Oh man, Rick, there's only 10 seconds left to pick a hero!
Having two picks right now, but for sure, I don't think Miranda...
Yeah, 5 seconds left now.
Matchup in any of the lanes. Possibly he's going to be roaming around, like making sure that you keep a threat on the opponents. That she's caring about that.
Come on, dire team, pick it good.
Highlight is an amazing game taken from ADTR in yesterday's game from Team Tangerine, which is amazing. Actually got himself with double pickoff in the mid lane in before 3 minutes and on a puck, which is quite amazing himself. And as you guys said, an Axe.
Oh man, Rick, there's only 10 seconds left to pick a hero!
You have it for Team Execration.
Axe very popular at the moment.
5 seconds left now.
In the Southeast Asian Championship. And the bans from Fnatic as well. Nothing
reserve time.
Drow ban, Luna ban. You've seen Shadow Demon and Mirana come out. There's no way you want to let either of these heroes get through with that combination already coming out from Execration. You know how well they can play with it indeed. But and the Axe is going to be an interesting one. We've seen
fairly greedy
Axe, and it's again it's also one of these heroes that I mean already Elder Titan and Slaughter very good at counter initiating. You know, if the Axe jumps in, doesn't catch these two in the course, suddenly he's got to be worried about standing in the middle of getting caught out by a Stomp, Amplify being laid down as well. Even Elder Titan being allowed to close the gap and get the Stomp in from the actual hero, which of course is physical damage, you know, add into account Slaughter's Amplify, that's a hell of a Stomp.
Yeah, as much as they're both melee heroes right there, we might be right there.
Come on, Radiant team, you gotta pick him right!
It's gonna be his HP melt right there, despite the call. So I'm really kind of worried for Execration right now.
More armor reduction.
More armor coming out, Vengeful Spirit. Base Magic Missile, minus armor even more. So Fnatic is gonna melt this Axe. I'm not sure how.
Oh man, Rick, there's only 10 seconds left to pick a hero!
Which will lead Miranda to actually have a lead to himself.
5 seconds, Morty. It'll be fine.
They can't really get a dazzle anymore. That would be forcing Axe to go core, and that doesn't really work.
Hey Morty, guess what time it is? I don't know, Rick, what is it? It's reserve time!
At this point, Fnatic's draft is
very well rounded. It's kind of sturdy right here. Let's assume that you can't pick up Dazzle because right now the damage output comes from Execration.
Go dire team! Pick him up! Pick him out!
Build up damages from Shadow Demon. Mirana, of course, if you're on point, you can actually land a snowball. It would take some time for you. And of course, I think Invoker will be a good response to this.
They have. I like why Execration's got it because they.
Oh man, Rick, there's only 10 seconds left to pick a hero!
It's just the combo of heroes that.
5 seconds, Morty. It'll be fine.
Up the certain combos by taking away the Luna and the Drow. Yeah. You know, the fact that Execration do get through.
Well, what do you know? It's reserve time.
That in itself is going to be very scary for Fnatic. You know, if you suddenly have this Shadow Demon Mirana moving around the map, you have Axe picking up a Blink Dagger. You've got so many ways to set up the Sunstrike. And you know, heroes like Slaughter, who's going to be sprinting around, already amping the damage up on himself because of that sprint. If you can catch him in a sprint with a stun, you're going to be able to blow him up every time in the kind of the early to mid-game phases.
Is there even like Execration? Is there even a chance that they'll make it if they don't win their lanes though?
Radiant team ban!
If they don't win their lanes, will they be able
I mean,
to?
it's you know we saw yesterday. I can't remember quite who the performance was on, but an Invoker died 3 times in the mid lane and was able to bring it back. You know, because he's an Invoker. He just, as long as he can still get that Midas around that 12-13 minute mark.
Oh man, Rick, there's only 10 seconds left to pick a hero.
Okay. Fnatic with this
5 seconds left now.
We saw them do quite a bit at TI.
Hey Morty, guess what time it is? I don't know, Rick, what is it? It's reserve time!
Like, so far, the big piece and the full picks going for Fnatic, they're super durable, aside from Venture Spirit. He's not that squishy, I would say, but how do you handle a Medusa, Slaughter, Elder Titan being 3 durable heroes so far? We're still waiting off for yet another hero off of Fnatic right there. And hopefully Execration has enough
dire
damage.
team ban!
So I don't know who they're going to deal out first. Is either they're going to take on the Medusa. If you have to take on Medusa, there's always Venture Spirit and Slaughter on the sidelines. Elder Titan is going to have position 4, position 5 right there. So it's not going to be easy for Execration trying to initiate anything upon Team Fnatic. But
oh man, Rick, there's only 10 seconds left to pick a hero!
He's going to have Tornado EMPs. Washing away all this.
There's 5 seconds left now.
From, all the heroes, so they cannot dissipate any skills without no mana. And Axe as well.
Reserve time!
To be durable enough to actually bear with all those damage coming on from Fnatic. Like how Odie was talking about Venture Spirit and Slaughter, like money all those armors, gazillion to be exact.
It's an insane amount of punch that Fnatic are going to have. At the same time, Execration. See how they are going to close up their lineup. Fnatic's final ban hit. Take away that closing.
Dire team pick.
Execration needs a carrier right now. If they want to resolve with Mirana being a support with Shadow Demon roaming about.
That's an interesting ban.
So
they are expecting Mirana maybe safe lane.
Okay, if they expect as such.
Well, because
oh man, Rick, there's only 10 seconds left to pick a hero.
Mirana obviously on the solo save.
5 seconds, Morty. It'll be fine.
Execration went aggressive. We'll see if anything similar like that's going to come out.
Reserve time.
Against Fnatic with their final pick. See how they.
Oh man, Rick, there's only 10 seconds left to pick a hero.
Mushi likes to do that.
Yeah, I think he's
5 seconds, Morty. It'll be fine.
Right now, assuming that Venture Spirit are going to be babysitting for time. And yeah, just gotta
Radiant
watch
team
out
pick.
for Mirana coming about, roaming from time to time as well in 4 to 6 minute mark.
It's going to be the life stealer to close up Fnatic's lineup.
All of this is like a counter to Axe right now. How is he gonna man up right now? I don't think it's possible for him to actually go behind the 2 tower to actually go up with the creep waves. I don't know.
You need a lot of farm on that. And PL to close.
Phantom Lance. I haven't seen that in a while. I mean, like in any kind of competitive scenes, it's kind of a rare occasion to actually Phantom Lance to be played about.
Well, you're gonna build a diffusal blade, so it's gonna be very effective against Medusa at least.
Yeah, mana burns all the way. Every demon being part of the crowd.
So now that we know the draft for Game 1, who's gonna take the advantage in the series?
Fnatic.
No hesitation.
No
Fnatic
hesitation.
hands down.
Yeah, Fnatic hands down right here. Because I don't know whether the PL pick is gonna work out so well. As much as we want to drain out the Medusa, there's other heroes they have to handle. Aside from the Medusa right there.
Oh man, Rick, there's only 10 seconds left. There's only 10 seconds left to pick a hero.
I think it's going to be incredibly close, but I'm going to trust an Execration for this one. I really believe the Shadow Demon, Mirana, Invoker combo is going to be incredibly strong, and I do like the PL in the sense that you look at the lineup that Fnatic have got, and Phantom Lancer with the Doppelganger can pretty much duke out most of the stuns, get himself away. It's going to be a carry that's very hard for a Lifestealer to go toe-to-toe against, as the PL can just simply avoid the initial engagements and hit back hard when he's got the kind of late game build complete. Here we have it, Execration versus Fnatic, Game 1 of the day here, on day 2 of the Southeast Asian Championships.
So in terms of, if people were actually wondering like the roles that they're playing for Team Fnatic, there you have it. You have Mushi going off mid lane, EU is who's going to be the support right here, Demon, the carry is going to be Raven or Higher going off lane, and Demon on the Venture Spirit having the support. That's the redundant role, I guess, unless, because knowing Mushi is kind of more or less versatile.
Morty, I'm getting ready for the game to start in 30 seconds. Oh, I'm scared.
In other games.
I like this as well, because obviously with the mixture of Fnatic and TNC, you still effectively got it kind of separated. You know, Mushi and Ohio on their solo lanes, and then you do have the 3 TNC members all on that safe lane. This carry and the 2 supporters working together, so you're still going to have that connection, even though you're obviously going to want to build a greater connection throughout the whole team of Fnatic. Fnatic, but to start off, you've already got the starting blocks to have these strong synergy.
I don't know whether Fnatic's going to commit to this one. Happy L, EV charge taking the boundary in.
Looks like both teams just going to avoid each other here for the start. And lane-wise as well, over on the side of Execration, indeed BYB. The solo laner almost certainly going to be heading up towards the top of main. No, he's picked up the Talon, so almost certainly just going to go straight to the jungle. So we probably will see Execration just sack this top lane. And it's a very scary lane as well. Lifestealer, Vengeful, and Elder Titan. They can certainly get the kills done. And already Elder Titan's moving away from the lane, realizing that Execration is just going to dodge that, and there's going to be no chance for a kill on the top.
We don't see, you know, X is going to able to survive the top lane right here. With having Magic Missile, all those damage comes from base. Lifestealer, he's going to be dead at the top lane, so let's just go into neutral camps and keep farm up some things. So we're looking at the laning phase here from both sides. Medusa going up about the Booker in mid lane, bottom lane, we're going to have the Phantom Lancer going up against the Slaughter. Should be, we're not going to expect any kills coming about in the bottom lane. But soon escape mechanisms from both sides.
Yeah, the two side lanes are very hard to get heal in, I think. The mid lane's where to watch out.
Radiant's top tower is under attack!
At the same time, we can expect maybe Execration to have to attack a little bit whilst they're waiting for BYB on the axe to get his core items.
Mirana and Elder Titan currently
Elder Titan just
First blood!
For Execration's jungle to keep an eye on what the attack to progression.
The red mist closes in!
Incredibly low! AU just walks up to BYB. He felt it would be safe in the jungle compared to the offlane on AU. Oh man.
All he did was, he was actually like, hey, I found an axe. He apparently had like, what, 15% HP? Let's just hit him twice.
2 hits and he's dead.
Did he even expand Astral Spirit? No.
He didn't. He just punched him.
He just punched them like that. That's it. And apparently he
but they know he's here.
He can't afford to actually go out right now. Big trap with 3 heroes. Are they gonna spot him out? Or is he deep enough to actually not spot him out?
No, they found him.
Oh no.
He's been rumbled. He can try and run it off. He's fairly tanky. Oh, the body DJ indeed looking for the body blocks. He's able to walk around. You're gonna see Arbit try and wrap around here. He's gonna play his way out of this one. Trusts the Spirit. I think he knows he's in trouble. We'll get the 2-man sleep though. And AU is out. He's absolutely done it. And that man has just wasted a lot of Execration's time. What a play.
That was amazing enough. He didn't just stop the Invoker, he stopped both Mirana and Invoker as well, so then stops the Assault and he just goes back home happy with first blood. Goal.
Great little play there from Fnatic. Great way to start this game off as well. Looking at the matchups in the lanes as well, we can see mid 14 for 4 against a 7-2. It's very much favouring Fnatic, favouring Mushi. Having a favourable time here at the moment. As we've seen in past games, can catch himself up even if he falls behind, but at the moment just the Mystic Snake spam from Mushi. Enough to zone Arbit right back, and it's very hard for him to stay in the lane.
At most right now, Invoker can't even spam out like 2 abilities, right? He can actually do 1, but from time to time, Medusa is going to be spamming that Mystic Snake to reduce the amount of mana he has. So that's going to be troublesome for Invoker because the things that you need to watch Invoker is that he's versatile. When you don't have mana, he's just right-clicking his way and using the assets to his advantage, whether you want to go Exhort for a little bit damage, regeneration, or anything else.
I do like the fact that Execration, they've sent DJ up to the top lane. They've realized that AU's focusing most of his efforts towards the bottom, towards the Execration's jungle. So DJ realizes it's a little bit safer on the top lane. Still, Jimmy is there on the Vengeful Spirit, so DJ's got to be careful in that sense. He's always going to have that lead to time.
Short-sighted of you.
Get himself away from the stun. DJ managed to get himself a nice bit of XP on that top lane whilst it was free.
Those little rascals are hitting Dire's bottom tower.
Just keeping Mushi on his toe in the mid lane.
One of the concerns of the game.
Oh, Radiant's top tower is under attack!
Like Axe, he knows he got picked off really early in the game, so that slowed down his progress. So actually finishing up any items at all, maybe Buddha speed or.
Oh, Radiant's top tower is under attack!
So that's very worrying for Team Execration right now.
Man, you might as well save that energy because Radiant's top tower is under attack.
A little bit off there. Needed a couple anyway.
Yes.
Track also. Okay, but top lane. DJ being caught out, but BYB's there to back him up. They'll turn around, get the call onto Jimmy. They've got the arrow to follow through, and Demon getting punished there for the over-aggressive play. Fnatic went in, tried to go for a bit of action, didn't expect BYB to turn up on the Axe.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack!
The Axe player who had an unfortunate start.
I think that was misplay right there. I don't think they should actually rush going off behind the T1 tower, even with all the stuns and everything else they had on top lane. It was not enough to actually go on for a kill just now, so I don't know.
Look at this aggression from Fnatic. They've actually over towards the mid lane. Ayu and Mushi there as well. Eyes onto DJ. See if they're able to get a lock on someone. Ayu sprinting in, trying to close the gap onto Mirana, gets the crush off.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack!
See if he can play his way out. He's still got the lead. There it comes through the arrow back as well. Just going to make sure that the side of Fnatic can't dive any deeper. Fnatic just playing super aggressively across the map.
I don't think we see this kind of games actually happen in day one at all. Everybody's actually not venturing this deep into the forest of each other's side. So yeah, Fnatic's playing very, very aggressive. They're putting pressure on the Axe still, but eventually the TP going on top by Axe was actually a good thing. They managed to pick off on Jimmy, so there's lots of stacks going off in the neutral camps on the dark side.
But at the same time, Execration maybe able to find themselves a kill, setting up onto higher with the disruption. The follow-throughs there. Take the slaughter. So whilst the farm may continue for Mushi, having a bit of a tougher time down on this bottom lane, and this is what, you know, the side of Fnatic have to be really careful about. This Shadow Demon and Mirana roaming around the map.
Oh jeez, Morty, they're going after Dire's bottom tower!
Catching out heroes.
Ooh, Dire, you gotta fortify them, their structures, good work.
And as the farm goes at the moment, fairly even across the board. We can see Arbeck catching up on his Invoker, 36 to 10. Then to Mushi's 44 for 5. Obviously Mushi will be able to get with the stacks that he is now clearing. Towards the bottom, DJ. On Ohio again, they do have Shadow Demon around if they want to try for disruption. A little low on the mana by the looks of it though. Nemo won't be able to do anything for the time being. Ayu.
Oh, Radiant's top tower is under attack!
Arbeck's around in the neighborhood as well if they want to try and tell them do something about this Elder Titan. Arrow is going to be whiffed. Ayu able to juke it out to the left.
This is the most aggressive. Not just one themselves, so they did not
battle is a strength of mine.
Oh no.
Oh, Radiant's top tower is under attack! Radiant's top tower is fallen!
Bursts him up.
Now you dwell
in the deep. That top tower towards the bottom. DJ trying to run, he's not gonna make it. But getting himself a second kill. 2 kills in the tower as well.
Whoa, Dire's bottom tower is under attack! Oh, Radiant's top tower is under attack!
The eyes on Gabby, we can't really see too much coming out.
Oh, Dire's bottom tower is under attack!
Himself involved in these kill attempts are higher this time. He may be able to sprint away. Haven't quite got the damage and the control to finish off that.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. What's the matter with you? You just Dire's bottom tower is destroyed.
Now he has to sprint back to the base and TP back to the lane. He's not getting much levels, and T1 tower is going to go down in the hands of Phantom Lancer.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
He needs to pocket of Gabby. He certainly needs it to keep on par with Raven's lifestyle. Stacks as well. I mean,
it's like a battle of stacks, I would say. It's like there's stacks everywhere. There's stacks in the dark side, there's stacks on Radiant side.
I mean, with this mana shield, he just feels very confident, very safe to be able to walk right up to the tower, knowing that Execration can't do anything about it with just these 2 heroes. But yeah, the efficiency of Fnatic certainly showing at the moment with the amount that they are creating for themselves across the map.
Allies disappear.
Looks like he's aware that this is going on, and in fact, he's actually going to find a nice, tasty little stack here.
Oh, happy birthday, Axe! I mean, like that is, he just cleared it out, and I felt it actually spotted. I really have it.
Oh boy, Dire's bottom tower's getting hit.
Wore this one out. BYB. Thankful there for the save from B1 from Mirana.
Oh, that was a good one, like right there. He can't afford to actually use on any more goal because he needs to quickly progress to making the Blink Dagger.
Yeah, it's interesting. He had saw him suffering a little bit early, getting caught out. Just wanted was just making sure he had money invested into the right items.
But even at Vanguard, would you actually rush out the Vanguard or would you actually go straight to even at PG? I mean, damage piercing is heavy on the Fnatic side. Would you just go in for initiation?
They certainly need some way to set up. I mean, they've got the disruption, but other than that, I think on BYB, exactly what Execration needs to do. So back to getting the Invoker. Midas now running pre 10 minutes. This is absolutely fine for Abed. So I'm suffering a little bit earlier in the CS matchup against Mushi, and that's expected, you know, with Medusa constantly spamming the snake out. He back. Abed in a much more. To make sure there's no kind of disruptive stuff, but in fact the Invoker going low because Raven coming in with a wraparound. They've already taken down one for one of the next Mushi forcing the Execration to back up. Amplified to BYB trying to closing the gap on this act. Out comes Raven on the live stealer. BYB gets the call. The spins though the dunk is a little too early. They'll get it finally. Starfall 2 for 2 at the moment. Fnatic. See what they do about this one. Gabby looking to chase down for more, looking to clean up this fight a little bit. Ohio into the tree line. He's going to trap for the TP out. He will just make it.
Out of my way!
Up 2 for 2 then. Number wise, Fnatic just about coming out on top.
It's still a huge win for Fnatic like that. Managed to kill off Axe again. As much as you want to kill off other heroes, but Axe just slow down his progress bit by bit right here.
Absolutely, this key point of the game. But BYB, as we've seen, is desperately looking for that Winkle Vanguard, that item that's going to allow his team to fight a little bit better in these engagements. Fnatic just being incredibly aggressive. Ohio across the map everywhere. He needs to be with the Slardar plays. Make sure he's got the Amplified to set up and close those gaps.
Now in cases like this, from Fnatic it's a Execration, would Execration want to drag the game to late game? Like, despite you guys having a Phantom Answer, would you want it, knowing that there's going to be Live Stealer and Medusa come from Team Fnatic?
It's
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Versus Medusa matchup. It's one of those interesting ones because I feel like it can go both ways. You know, if the PL's allowed to get right in the face of
Dire's top tower is under attack.
His banner and
Unfolder's fortune.
Got the magic missile.
Invisibility.
Control that PL.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
That he's got those damage items. He can deal with the Phantom.
That force field leads me to believe that Dire just fortified their structure. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Getting range with furthest, and they actually looking towards Roshan. TJ TP down.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is done for.
Spot him up right there. Happy to Roshan. Not sure if they can actually take him down.
Shadows take us.
Execution guy.
Boy, Morty, you know that Roshan there that just got killed by Dire? He owed me money.
I think it's a good time for it.
Look there.
Taking a little too long. Just managed to find the opening. In fact, on the sidelines. Emo getting caught out on the Shadow Demon. Still hanging around here, but it's a tricky fight. They don't find any return. Roshan down, Aegis in the pocket. Execration. See how the next play.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Looks like Dire's structures are fortified.
So this is bad.
Oh, Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Go for my master.
That's one thing, but losing the ancient side, that was a triple ancient side.
It's a lot of money for BYP. And I mean, we talked about getting Vanguard up, but he's actually managed to do both at a relatively good time percentage. He's got the Vanguard, he's got 1600.
Oh, Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Timing with the 2-4 items in this out.
It's something though, that's literally, it's like, hey, that's one. It's that keyboard, it's like, what's that? It's crossing of a demon. It's up from behind. I don't think that Amber's upper is going to be enough though. Is he going to be able to actually finish out the slam dunk? No.
Not quite enough to bring him below the threshold there. BYB and the combination of Arbed Sunstroke, not enough. You had DJ and Chemo moving across, but just not quite near enough to finish that kill. I would say trying to keep that timing. We've already seen how aggressive he's been with it. And now he's got it. See how this decides to step it up and there. He finds the onus to jump in onto Execration.
You want to jump into the PL, but you need constant lockdowns to ensure that he doesn't actually dissipate and actually makes a run for it. So that's a tough thing. That's a tough task from Fnatic.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack!
They have these waves of rush to the starter.
Little Birdie told me that Radiant's middle tower is denied!
Coastal Gaze is a bit too optimistic, I think. It is too much right there. And they have the Elder Titan as well with the stock, so will that be enough? You need to expand every single your side to ensure that they can lock down upon one hero and have to match the other heroes as well.
Killing spree!
Yes! They're in full force to fight back at home. Leading forward, jumps in, gets the crush onto the Shadow Demon immediately. Chemo out of the match, out of play. Ultimately, jukes the Surge on Ohio. Back in onto Ahmed. Who crosses down. Now Raven. We can move him forward. DJ's one back, taken down. He's under attack. He's got a rush. He's already used the doppelganger. He could go down. Just up the high ground. The turnaround for BYB.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
BYB here, holding him back. Fnatic, they've got to be careful. Fairly low at the moment. Raven, he's even thinking about manning back in. He just open wounds the axe, taps him to make sure he can't chase them down. Taking down 3 there, Fnatic. They do lose a high at the end of it all, but finding both the PL and the Invoker, those are heavy kills. As we can see, Golden XP looking very good for Fnatic after that. Pretty much a perfect reveal.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
That was, I think that it was lucky enough that Axe didn't get picked off. If not, it's like a reset again. You're gonna be losing a goal and then
Son of a!
And get more cash to actually get the Blink Dagger.
Execration.
Slow down Execration a lot.
Yeah, they've got to be careful after that fight. They need the Axe to be the kind of the front runner, but as we saw there, Fnatic were just able to fight around the Axe and take off the, starting a fight by taking away the Shadow Demon. Pretty much the hero that Execration's cause are relying on to save them. Defensive disruption.
We see you!
Tesso now picked up on Raven as well, so if the minus armor wasn't already enough, it's going to be there even more. And we've seen
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack!
They just melt.
It's like amplify damage, armlet, Dasso, and Venture Spirit, which are...
Oh, Radiant's bottom tower is under attack!
Yeah, but even with the feast coming on from Life, it's gonna pack a punch right there. I don't know, maybe probably 3 or 4 hits is gonna be enough to actually take down the most...
Oh, Radiant's bottom tower is under attack!
The axe. Other than that, Mirana had the messages can melt really easy.
Time is here for the kind of hide around towards the bottom, Gabby. Just making sure to utilize the top.
Cassidy, the beautiful play. See, so I'm not sure what's going to get rushed up for next. Really
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Shadows.
We see you! Killing spree!
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Ohio jumping in onto DJ. DJ was able to leap out in time, pops the Moonlight Shadow, but they've already got eyes on him with the Amplify. They'll take the Mirana down. The rest of Execration just getting themselves away from that. Not wanting to run into this Fnatic lineup. Absolutely built to fight at this stage.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack!
But it's only one man movement slaughter. I don't think he's...
Oh boy, Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And even with... and not to mention that BL has to use the blade there, so he can actually purge him.
Certainly needs a +1. Can't do this on the
top lane. Have to use his axe if we do say.
In the way, but as you can see, Fnatic wants to react to the fact that
To me!
using the Blink Dagger already, there'll be a disruption to hold back one of the members of Fnatic. They're trying to move what they actually
is blood.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Actually stood around there. I don't know what he was watching.
Ooh, Dire, you gotta fortify them, their structures. Good work.
Chasing down BYP, they'll take down both of them.
Perfect. He just paused. He could have just keep walking and make an escape like that.
I think he contemplated if he could go back in and maybe take down some of Fnatic, but it wasn't going to be the case. Losing 2 for that. DJ being chased down by Raven. DJ's already left. Has got the backup of Barbed.
Oh, Radiant's top tower is under attack!
Invoker, what is he going on with his old drums? He got all the mobility items right now. Wisp of Travel, Drops Endurance, Windlace. What else do we need right now?
just needs to now so before he can really offer a lot to this fight. It's just at this stage of the game, Fnatic, they know that they've got the upper hand in these engagements. They know that they've got the lineup that will come out on top at this stage. Especially the Linkers now and Bushi, they've pretty much got this
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack!
It's going to be very hard.
Oh boy, Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Whilst they're trying to bring down a Medusa, the rest of Fnatic's lineup.
Oh, Radiant's bottom tower is under attack! Radiant just fortified their structures! You know what I'm talking about?
For action, kills.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack! Couldn't do much about Radiant's bottom tower, could ya?
The rest of his team.
Axis pleased! Total spawnage!
They're trying to get as much space as they can.
Oh, and it's TP up top. BYB caught out again. Raven and Ohio. You know, they're down towards the jungle, towards the bottom, realizing that Execration. Axe yet again.
I think this is like a non-stop assault from Fnatic. That's not a moment he has to pick dagger. He's like everywhere in the map, trying his best to actually pick up any.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack!
And he has Lifestealer in him right now. They're gonna spot out a spot on the hill there. Those like Legion's coming on. And they're gonna take down the Zero tower. The tower going up.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I don't think they have any heroes teams actually that they have that they can actually commit.
Looks like Dire's structures are fortified.
Very often to react.
Oh man, what? Get up on out of here, cause Radiant just fortified their
Dire's top
structures.
tower is under attack.
Axe can hit a perfect pull, but so far
Heard a rumor. Radiant's middle tower is denied.
Axis pleased!
Oh, Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, not good.
Again, BYB punished for his misplay. They do lose Mushi though. Starfall does take him down. Gabby able to get away as well. So Execration this time they do lose Axe, but getting that Mushi kill, that's a very big, high priority kill to get. Top of the net worth board in the moment, Mushi. Taking him down there.
Despite them missing out the call, but then they managed to actually pick up on the Medusa. So I would say it's a big trade-off right there. I think it was signing more to his defense.
That Mushi kill, exactly what they needed. Arbed continuing to get the space and of course just with this Midas up, living in the jungle, he's finding that very good pace of farm, which is 1500 away from the Echo Scepter. Despite the fact that around his team has been sometimes dealing with Fnatic just running at them. This Life Stealer Slardar combination. You can see Echo Saber going to be the next time on the menu for Raven. Once that's done, it pretty much whoever Ohio and Raven jump on will die in a few seconds. It's complete now.
Fnatic is going to try their best to actually end the game before possibly 40 minutes as fast as they can, because they don't want to drag it out. They don't want to give so much space for PL. Like anything can actually happen in this type of game.
Go straight again, Fnatic. Bottom lane with a smoke.
Ron Scepter. He's going to clear up. He's going to speed up his farming rate with having a double stop wall.
They know that someone's around. They just use this gap, Fnatic.
Your armor melts away!
Down bottom, really powerful. DJ continues away, he's going to be safe from Mirana.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Revealed!
They managed to take down that much HP on Roshan.
Oh, Roshan just got slaughtered by the Dire. Dire's top tower is under attack.
It's the perfect lineup for Roshan. The Sunstrike, nice. Sometimes we see a cheeky Sunstrike being able to take away. Trying not to put up the lane. Aegis on board as well. Very much ready to fight. As we can see, it looks like Gabby is working towards the Manta Star after the defusal. Very nice against Fnatic's lineup. A lot of debuffs to remove. A lot of stuns that you can time and dodge as well. That doppelganger is already on the ground.
Given some of the Yashas, so he probably will be seeing a Mana Star soon enough in the game, so it's not rushing for the Radiance at all. Probably he needs some durable items like Heart of Taras, so actually the illusions have some more durability to it. So you can actually stay longer in the lanes and actually dish out more damage.
Invisibility!
And other heroes as well. So things are looking good for Team Execration. They need more space, they need more farms on the Phantom Lancer. It was lucky enough that he did get picked off most of the time. Shadow Demon on the other hand is he's like food for this slaughter right now.
He really is. And we've seen him pretty much targeted at the start of every fight. Fnatic gets that vision. They don't take him out immediately. Execration can jumping onto Demon, but Demon is with the backup of AU. With the stomp, they need more heroes though. Fnatic, they want to finish this, and there they have it. Ahayo jumps in with the amplify, the crush. AU just lays down. Split up.
He couldn't even move right there. He got disabled the whole time.
UIB certainly having a tough on this game. Fnatic constantly punishing the Axe's position. 16 for 7, Fnatic. The lead as well, as you can see, Mushi, Raven. Very
Killing spree!
Radiant's top tower is under attack!
How's the Execration required this stage of the game? And top bottom lane, higher Raven.
Oh, Radiant's top tower is under attack! It sometimes feels like they don't even care.
Rebuild back all those. It has to come up with 4 quick waves. In total, to come back to 800.
Very
Oh, Radiant's bottom tower is under attack!
Obviously, with the change of members, Iron Raven making it work. I'll be surprised if we see any teams let them have this start our lifesteal and bomb. It's very scary. Execration don't.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack!
Bottom lane, Fnatic, ready to start pushing down the lane.
Way to go! Radiant's bottom tower is completely gone!
Oh, middle tower is under attack.
What a wonderful thing!
They could come out and defend this one. They're just going to have to let this go, but there's going to be more and more money into the bank of Fnatic.
Oh boy, Dire's middle tower is under attack.
The armlet Deso Echo Saber. I mean, nobody really needs any more arms at this stage. It's more than
More is better.
I mean, more is better.
He had the
could
armor
want
to start
yeah.
with. He wanted the Desolator. He wanted the Equal Sabers. So that's twice.
They're the core items. He's gone. Well, DJ. Get the moonlight out.
Wait, he didn't manage to actually cast out the Amplify damage, so he's able to actually save himself this time about. Mirana getting himself with a Blink Dagger. So actually a really nice safety item. It's very hard though. Fnatic practically shuts down every single hero that comes out for Execration. They know they can actually shut down PL quick enough before he can actually, like make a run for it with the Doppelganger. Even with Mirana, they have a lot of pinpoint skills from their side. They can cast out to actually just negate even the lead or the Blink Dagger.
Execration this time we're the ones looking for the plays. We've seen Fnatic. They're very heavy on the smoke action.
3-man movement. They might catch up with Slaughter top lane, but fools when the Slaughter, they should be likely somewhere nearby. Ellen Titan, Medusa as well as Venture Spirit somewhere in the mid lane.
In vigilance.
Oh, maybe they might jump in. I get the jump in.
Double kill!
UIB digging the claw onto Raven, gets to the fourth man, finds out to Kimo, and Kimo with a defensive disruption, keeping himself alive, finally goes down as the rest of Fnatic come through. UIB out on the sidelines. So Execration.
Oh, Radiant's top tower is under attack!
Slaughter, but we're seeing at this stage of the game, it's so hard for them to take it. Just hits
Oh, Radiant's top tower is destroyed! That's not good. Oh, Radiant's top tower is under attack! Man, you might as well save that energy because Radiant just fortified their structures! Oh, Radiant's top tower is under attack!
They've created post-TI, and certainly in this Game 1, it's best of 3 series against Execration, it's looking very solid indeed.
So Execration was trying to do something different. They were trying to win for Ganges now, but it wasn't so well on their side. So Fnatic takes the win that was killing up 2 heroes for the loss of the Slaughter. I think that was the first time Slaughter gets picked off after a long time because he was actually doing healing with.
Oh, Dire's bottom tower is under attack!
All the tools ready for a bit of a 5-man push. That's done on
Something to highlight is that we haven't seen Medusa much in action. He's been pretty busy farming up for quite a long time. He got some equal songs and probably a butterfly. So if you think handling Black Seal and Slaughter is hard enough, you still haven't dealt that with Medusa yet.
Medusa is very comfortable on this game. There'll be no exception here from that. setup for Arbed's combo. Arbed, of course, continues to get the levels on Invoker. He gets stronger as time passes. You get to see that real kind of big combo come out from him. Most of the time he's just had to spend avoiding Fnatic's movement.
Slaughter's trying to take things so he's on South Jump 2 side right now. So you can hear all the visions coming from Radiant side, making the
prize is mine!
Bottom lane. Arbed is in the neighborhood. There's Aho is there, but at this point, if it was just Aho, maybe Arbed has the chance, but he's smart. He knows that it's very likely the Raven is inside him, and indeed Raven is by Aho's side. So yeah, as we can see, CS-wise, needing 300 CS on Mushi.
He's so far away though. We're looking at 288 compared to 199 is like too far apart. If you compare even with the PL, it's only 180 plus.
But has got that minus of course to help close the gap when it comes to farm. But yeah, the fact that Mushi himself, as well as finding the kills, he's been involved in 11 of the 19. So, bottom lane, Fnatic grouping up again. Gabby just avoiding the pressure at the moment. Trying to take the tier of their own. Tier 2 trade wouldn't be too bad for Execration. They are in a position. They are at this stage of the game behind.
This is a push right now. 5-man Moonmaker really inside the top lane, perhaps 5-man moving up in the bottom lane, but then they decide to TP out.
And with the illusions of the diffusal blade, actually taking away a fair bit of Mushi's mana, but the backup's there from Fnatic, meaning that, yeah, Execration just have to back out, TP away, they can't.
Not my problem, but Dire's top tower just fell.
Trying to spend every bit of his gold to actually get himself with a Blink Dagger and Argus out there. That's it, that's all he has. 1.6k in his stash. Oh, what is he going off for next? Is he just saving up for 5 guys? At this point, at any time at all, Fnatic will actually go in for the push. You can clearly see that BL does not have buyback right now with the amount of gold he has.
Yeah, I mean, buyback is going to be pretty essential here when Fnatic start coming in. But at the same time, they may need the Mirandas to start picking up some smites to help deal with Mushi. He's working towards that inevitable butterfly. Maybe we see maybe just simply going for a diffusion to Manta himself, so they've got another way to burn through Mushi's shield. Top, Arbed, top lane, onto Mushi, trying to go with the combo. It looks like he's just going to back up. Actually don't have the follow through.
I think that was Slaughter is super scary though. Not sure what he has in his stash. He has full staff. Still the same Link Gesture Sign and Blink Dagger. That's all he needs right now. He's just relying on damage output, all coming up from Lightsteal every time flying.
Fnatic, of course, look to take that Roshan once again. It's going to be so hard for Execration to kill this Lightstealer or the Medusa, let alone both of them.
Oh, Roshan's fallen to the Dire!
Incredibly quickly, not an ounce of time for Execration to have anything to say about this one. He just...
Yep, they're gonna give it to the Medusa, so he's gonna be tanking up in front. He doesn't even care if he actually get picked up or anything like that. So he's just gonna revive again, and there's always Lightsteal and Slaughter from the back. If anything even happens, they still have a Vengeance Spirit for safety.
See how hard Fnatic want to go in now with these tools. Very much ready to go for the pushes. As we can see, AC being worked towards by Raven, or Moonshots potentially, as one of the Hyperstones done. It was an Arbed. A lot is resting on both Arbed and Gabby to just pull themselves together and be able to stop Fnatic in these fights and this progress that Fnatic's been making.
Slaughter has 4K. Like for a hero who doesn't farm so much and relies on ganking potential to actually get goals.
Yeah, I mean that's exactly. He's just been involved in so many ganks are higher. He's been having a very, very impressive performance in this game. Constantly finding catch-outs. I'm sure the next time's going to be whether it's going to be such as an EKB, anything that's going to allow them to get even harder on Execration and not worry about the turnaround.
Oh, Dire's carrier just got killed.
I can't think of any way that Execration can actually make this turnaround right now. PL's not farming quick enough to actually get his item because he actually went off the mana stuff first.
Fnatic put Execration to the real test.
That's a moving up.
Whoa, Dire's bottom tower's under attack.
Slaughter and Elder. And everybody, Medusa's gonna have a solo push on top lane.
Yeah, this is really
they're going after Dire's bottom tower.
They just can't do anything about it.
He's not having anyone else with him right now, but
he's on his own.
He's on his own, and that's it. Nobody's gonna commit anything. I think it's all that's going off probably mid lane, pushing out a lot of players.
got the team now behind me, so if they do jump now,
Yes!
the rest of Fnatic will be there to respond.
Yeah, we're just waiting up the high ground. A little bit further outside the doorstep from the Radiant side. Execration is in a pinch right now. Not sure if they have the buyback status. There's something to look at.
Okay, just trying to clear the wave there with the start spam. Fnatic not going to be ruffled too much. They're going to stand their ground. Arbed continuing to just force these lanes out. I mean, Fnatic at the moment, they are keeping together pretty strong as a 5-man, so the Execration kind of use this by having Arbed constantly elsewhere on the map, keeping the pressure on these other lanes. He's going to head towards bottom by the looks of it. Trying to make it work, maybe even trying to take down the tier 2 on his own. They know that Fnatic are just keeping the pressure on very heavily. Yeah, 4.5k.
Just waiting for the right time to actually just miss out with his bro.
Oh boy, Tyre's bottom tower's getting hit.
Next, Magistrate cut out with having the whip turret. Oh, it's one on OD, not a...
Oh, Kimo, yeah, I mean, too.
What's up with Radiant? Their top barracks are getting attacked!
To me!
Well, there you go! Radiant's top barracks are getting attacked!
Moving onto the high ground.
Max return! The war may now
There goes Radiant's top barracks!
Raven, he said he doesn't care about BYB's blade mail. Chomps on the axe. Rips him to pieces.
Those little rascals are hitting Dyer's bottom tower.
There'll be a buyback from BYB. Execration.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack!
Miraculous fight at this stage again.
Dyer's bottom tower is under attack.
Capturing them inside their base.
I think this time about it's going to be...
Oh, Radiant's middle tower is under attack!
going to be safe!
Mira!
Jeez, Morty, they're going after Dyer's bottom tower.
Oh, Radiant's middle tower is destroyed!
Scarcely worth my soldier's death.
Like BYB comes in with a call, they'll take down the ring from Spirit. Now we move forward, Lucy's just moving back in the earth, and they're coming in from the air. BYB's down again, there's going to be a dieback on the end.
Oh man, wait, get up on out of here! Look at Radiant, just fortify their structures!
The blink bomb to survive. They're down and out for 70 seconds now.
Killing spree!
Fnatic.
Monster kill! You are no natural.
Radiant's middle barracks are as good as gone!
G can get a return, and now there's a Mushi, but Raven goes on to Kimo. Mushi just stands his ground. They can't kill the Medusa at this
Even a
stage.
severed head.
Now being put up by him, he's got Aegis and Cheese on board though.
Aegis is still there.
Radiant's middle barracks! Huh? What a joke!
First, he's going to be back, but he's got the cheese as well to pop. Arrow to catch him, but Fnatic just moving, clear out the second rat in the mid lane. Still,
This is it though.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack!
They still have to press the entry tower, and without Axe in the next 20 seconds, doesn't have a buyback challenge.
Look there! Godlike! Sweep across the field once more.
And the combo tornado into the EMP, move sheet falling low, but a higher jump, 2 back cross damage!
You went to the Radiant's bottom tower, couldn't you?
He's got the ghost scepter, so we'll be able to wait for Raven. Albert wants one, wait for the light skin and now Execration. Buyback from Gabby. Go back in on this one, back the way, in the latch, BYB gets the call, on the reason of Demo with the defensive
Killing spree!
On the cheese, the stone gate, forcing Execration back in
Holy shit! Double kill!
crushing them, onto BYB.
I didn't think Radiant's bottom barracks were that quick! Radiant's bottom barracks are gone through his head, but Dyer has mega creeps!
Will buy back, but the bottom racks are going to go down. Execration have been mega creep, and Fnatic looking very, very strong. And GG will be called. Fnatic taking game 1 here with
Dyer has won! Morty! They won, Morty!
Quit yelling at me about it!